I'm always heading your way.
Hello everyone, my name is Aria Almond Valley, but I also go by Ari. Today I will be trying out 4 different horses and buying my first horse ever. I have been working as a riding instructor for about 3 to 4 years, and I have just been riding different horses in the stable, and I think it's finally time I get one of my own. I plan to get a horse that I can do trail rides with and also do events with, as I am a show jumper. Today I have 4 horses that I will be trying out, and hopefully everything goes well. So the first horse that I will be looking at is actually from the place that I work. We have a riding camp and one of our members' horses is for sale. This mare's name is Nix-Zara, but everyone in the stable calls her Nix. Nix is a 13-year-old Leopardson cross. On her file, it does say she was rescued from neglectful owners and kind of spooked sometimes. Some little background information about her is she does have show experience in intermediate and is making her way up to advanced. She's also known for sometimes picking up the pace unannounced. Once I started tacking her up, she standed very still. The only problem is I was trying to get the girth around her stomach and she was getting a little fussy and moving around a lot. But with a little patience, it all worked out well. Her owner told me she gets really nervous with the girth, but they weren't sure why. During our warm-up, she was a little sensitive to the reins, but she was well behaved. Moving on to jumps, Nix became very excited when she saw the jumps. There was some times where she would ignore my commands and get distracted by the jumps. To calm her down, I went around the jumps, getting her relaxed around them. I did notice she would always want to stay near the jumps, and I would have to use more leg than usual, probably because how excited she was. Sometimes I wanted her to canter and she will pick up the pace towards the jumps and try to rush through every jump. Not a big issue, but I can always work with her and her bad habits. Enough of me talking, here are some clips of me and her. After the ride, I untacked her and put her in the stall. After I left her in her stall, she went straight to the slow feeder and I let her be. Nix overall was an okay mare. She did take a little bit more extra work during the jumps and needs to work on her manners, but she is still a mare I am open to, and I can always work with her and get those bad habits out the way. I think that's all I have to say about Nix for now, so on to the next location. The next horse on sale is from Paddock Island. Riven is a 14-year-old Pasofino gelding. Riven has been competing for about a year and is on lower levels. Not much information was given about him, but the family that lives here is ready to sell him. I asked why they wanted to get rid of him, but they wouldn't explain why, and I found that as a red flag. When I saw Riven, he looked so handsome and I loved his dapple coat, and his conformation was surprisingly okay. While tacking him up, I did notice he was a little on the fidgety side, and I did notice he was a little overweight. I tried to put that aside, and I still wanted to try him. When we got into the arena, he was really chill. He looked like he didn't care and was just going with the flow. On his walk, I didn't notice anything wrong, but while we were in trot, it was kinda uneven. He would put more pressure on one side than another, and I'm pretty sure I saw him limping. I think that he is lame or something had to be going on with him, so I immediately got off him and put him back in the stall. The family was very sweet, but now I understand why they didn't inform me about this. I did of course inform the family, which they surprisingly didn't know about, so I would definitely say Riven is a no for me. Gaston is an 8-year-old warm-blood cross and has been only competing for a couple months. He was a little younger than what I'm looking for, but he looked amazing with good conformation. He was bred at this stable, so he has not lived in other areas, which I worry about a little bit because I wouldn't know how he would react living somewhere else. He was already tacked up, so we started by doing some warm-ups and he was doing amazing. He was getting a little anxious, maybe because the new rider's on him, and I started being a little consistent with my signals and guiding through transitions, and he did good. Moving on to jumps, he was amazing on smaller jumps but would hesitate a lot on higher jumps. It was like he was missing confidence or something. Enough of me yapping, here are some clips. Gaston was a little bit insecure and not confident, also hesitates a lot. On the last clip on the higher jump, he did rear, and to be honest, I was kind of frightened by this. But I calmed him down, and instead of pushing him further, I decided that would be the end of the ride. Again, I can work with him trying to build his confidence, but that would take a lot of work, and I do feel like he does have a lot of potential. The last horse I will be trying is from Marley's farm. Marley is well known for selling good quality horses and has been a close friend of mine for a long time. So this lovely gelding's name is Bear. He is a 7-year-old Hanoverian who has been competing for over 3 years. This horse comes from a prestigious bloodline, with parents who have impressive history and shows. He is of course a little over my budget, but I couldn't resist having a chance to ride him and try him out. As soon as I saw him, he looked so beautiful and perfect. He was extremely friendly too. Backing him up was a breeze. He stood still and I didn't have any problems with him. In the arena, he was incredibly forward and responsive to my commands. Enough of me yapping, here are some clips of our ride.
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be. And I could try to just follow the swell, but I'll never find this anywhere else.
This horse was unbelievable. Bear is a real athlete full of power with a lovely, calm, friendly demeanor. His rhythm was effortless and he has the perfect balance. When I was riding him, he was well-mannered and talented. When we jumped, he showed such a natural ability, taking each jump with such confidence and a beautiful round form. I did start off by doing some smaller jumps, but when we worked onto bigger jumps, I felt so confident. He is really a horse I'm open to, even if I have to play a little extra. Hey everyone, me again. I'm so trained out right now after driving many hours to many stables. You guys will have to wait for my next video to see which horse I'll buy. Please comment down below your opinion on which horse I should get. Please make sure to like if you enjoyed this video and to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone!